Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. So last time we left off with the Shilga, so today we'll start with the ZSU-57. ZSU-57-2, titled ZSU-57-2 Twin 57mm Self-Propelled Anti-Aircraft Gun System. Development. The ZSU-57-2 was developed in early 1951 and was first seen in public during a parade in Moscow in November of 1957. ZSU is the former Soviet designation for self-propelled anti-aircraft guns. 57 is for the caliber of the guns, 57mm, and 2 is for the number of guns. The system consists of a chassis based on T-54 components, but with much thinner armor, 4 rather than 5 road wheels, and a large open-top turret armed with a twin 57mm S-68 guns, which have the same performance and use the same ammunition as the towed single S-60 anti-aircraft gun, which is fully described in the towed anti-aircraft gun section. ZSU stands for Zenitnaya Samokhdelnaya Ustanovka, which I'm sure I completely butchered that, self-propelled anti-aircraft mount. The weapon was originally deployed in former Soviet tank and motorized rifle divisions, but has now been replaced in frontline service by the much more effective ZSU-23-4 system. The ZSU-57-2 entered frontline service with the former Soviet Army in 1955 and is usually referred to by them as the pair or Sparka. Description: the all-welded hull of the ZSU-57-2 is divided into 3 compartments. Drivers at the front, fighting in the center, and engine at the rear. The driver is seated at the front of the hull on the left and has a single-piece hatch cover that opens to the left, in front of which are 2 periscopes, one replaceable by an infrared periscope which is used in conjunction with the infrared headlamp mounted on the right side of the glacis plate. Mounted at right angles to the glacis plate is a narrow board to stop water rushing up when the vehicle is fording shallow rivers. The guns are fully automatic, recoil operated, and each gun has a cyclic rate of fire of 105 to 120 rounds per minute, with a practical rate of fire of 70 rounds per gun per minute. Maximum horizontal range is 12,000 meters, maximum vertical range 8,000 meters, although effective ranges are less than this. Effective slant range is 3,993 meters. Effective altitude limit with weapons elevated at plus 45 degrees is 2,835 meters, and effective altitude limit with weapons elevated at plus 65 degrees is 4,237 meters. The weapon does not have the same effective anti-aircraft range as the towed S-60, as the latter can be used in conjunction with off-carriage fire control equipment. Specifications: crew of 6, combat weight 28,100 kilograms, max road speed 50 kilometers per hour, engine model V54 V12 water-cooled diesel developing 520 horsepower at 2,000 RPM. Armament: 2 57mm guns, ammunition 300 rounds. Armor: hull glacis 13.5mm at 58.8 degrees, hull rear 10.6mm at 45 degrees, hull upper 15mm at 0 degrees, hull lower 13.5mm at 0 degrees. Turret all round 13.5mm curved. Here in the photo album we can see 2 pretty generic shots of the system, and then we have the 3D view. Now you'll notice the lack of radar systems. I think that was, if I remember right from reading other sources. Ooh, is that? Oh, they got 5 road wheels there, but only 4 in here. They were close. If I remember reading from other sources, so one of the biggest weaknesses of this system is, one, it just couldn't track fast enough to track jets at the time, which were becoming really popular and getting faster really quickly. But also, the system only had like optical gunfire control equipment. There wasn't any like radar fire control like you see on the Shilka or newer self-propelled anti-aircraft guns, and that's one of the reasons it ended up being replaced by the Shilka, if I remember correctly. Obviously, this article didn't really go into that, but you'll notice there in both of these pictures there's a distinct lack of electronic equipment outside the chassis. So. And with that, that will be all for the ZSU-57, so thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.